Ladies and gentlemen, nuclear attack PSAs have been cropping up around New York. Well, New York's not alone. There are people in New Jersey spotting these nuclear attack PSAs. And of course, people are wondering what's going on. Why all of a sudden you're putting these signs up around in places where people were aware these kind of things did exist, but you did not see this stuff around you like that. Well, that is changing rapidly, and just look around. You may go out one day, be out and about, and spot one of these things. I'm going to go ahead and play this audio for you from CBS News.
Why are we getting warned about how to stay safe from a nuclear attack right now? Like, what? That's after this new PSA started airing, explaining how to do just that. Keep yourself safe from nukes. With Mayor Eric Adams saying, hey, don't freak out, no need to panic, but be prepared. The odds of a nuclear attack, pretty low. But city officials at the Office of Emergency Management want to make sure you know what to do to stay safe if it ever came to that. Pretty basic stuff. Go inside and stay there. But people are wondering what is up with the timing of this message. Isa Gutierrez explains. So there's been a nuclear attack. Don't ask me how or why. Just know that the big one has hit.
New York City officials releasing a PSA on what to do in case of a nuclear attack. Their instructions: get inside, and stay tuned.
PSAs like this seem like a waste until something bad actually happens. And then they are potentially very valuable.
But no need to evacuate just yet. In a statement, the New York City Department of Emergency Management saying that, quote, the likelihood of a nuclear weapon incident occurring in or near New York City is very low.
There's no specific threat. We've received feedback that, not surprisingly, this scenario is something that people don't feel prepared for, and they ask us for advice. So, this was an effort to provide some straightforward advice around a difficult topic.
Mayor Eric Adams adding that the move comes amid rising tensions in Ukraine.
I'm a big believer in better safe than sorry. I take my hat off to OEM. This was right after the attacks in the Ukraine.
Is a nuclear attack something you think about at all? Is that on your mind?
I don't think about it that much just because it seems so far-fetched.
Although the PSA targeted New Yorkers, it's a message some experts think could resonate with the nation overall.
My sense is better education would be helpful. Just knowing some basic things like, again, stay inside.
And no, staying in the car is not an option. You need to get into a building and move away from the windows.
Do you feel prepared for a nuclear attack?
No. Not by a long shot.
I don't know what I would do. Maybe that doesn't sound very intelligent, but I really don't know what I would do.
PSAs like these were common just a few decades ago.
First, you duck, and then you cover.
And they may become common with groups like the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists, sounding the alarm. They manage the doomsday clock, designed to warn the world about man-made threats like nuclear war, amongst other issues. Recently, they set the clock for 100 seconds to midnight, saying in part, quote, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has brought this nightmare scenario to life, with Russian President Vladimir Putin threatening to elevate nuclear alert levels, and even first use of nuclear weapons if NATO steps in to help Ukraine. This is what 100 seconds to midnight looks like.
A nuclear attack is unfortunately a real part of our world, and I think the risk will only grow over time. Having said that, I don't think that people should allow concern about nuclear attack to dominate their everyday lives.
Isa is joining us now. Can we please not have one more thing to freak out over? Do we see, please, New York City, do not give us one more thing to stress out about. I know that one of the people that you talked to said, hey, this is not just a message that could resonate with New Yorkers, but people all over the country, right?
Yeah, absolutely, Hallie. And experts are saying that the U.S. as a whole really isn't prepared. And like you heard from those folks I spoke with today, they really don't know what to do in case of one of these emergencies. Columbia University's Center for Nuclear Studies in 2018 said the U.S. and its citizens is not prepared for any type of nuclear disaster and its aftermath. And you look at a lot of the emergency preparedness websites across the country for the different states, and many of them don't have information for this type of situation. and telling people what to do or how to prepare. But people can go to ready.gov if they are interested in how they can prepare for this type of event. Some of the things that they say is number one, look for possible shelter locations. It's got to be somewhere that you are often, school, home, at work, that sort of thing. Ideally, underground in a basement would be best, but if not, in the center of a building. Also, to look for shelter locations along your commute if you are a commuter. They also say that you can build emergency supply kits, including bottled water, battery-powered radios, emergency medications, and that sort of thing if you are concerned. But again, like you heard from the mayor and from others, this is not something that is high risk right now by any means. We don't want to make it sound like that. It sounds like the city really just wanted to get ahead and make people feel more prepared if they are.
Okay. So you heard that, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not buying this at all. Why now? It makes you, because it's not far fetched for these people to know or anticipate something happening, but not tell the public, you know? So, about a week ago, I heard about these nuclear attack PSAs cropping up around New York. And just today, uh, people in New Jersey are saying they are seeing these PSAs, the same ones that are being seen in New York. And it's only a matter of time before you'll see this nationwide. And I would not be surprised by the fall. Several more states will have these posted up around. And they said there is also a 90-second video that's out warning of all kinds of potential attacks, but these also include severe weather, public health, and mass shootings. Now, you heard what they said. They said that America is not prepared for anything like this. And you know what? I'm not surprised. America was not even prepared for a pandemic and still not prepared for a pandemic, even though we're 3 years in. They're still not prepared for that. So, why would they be prepared for any type of nuclear attack? They wouldn't. They're not going to be prepared for this. And it just goes to show you leadership is just sitting there collecting money. They're not really doing anything for the people. And in 500 years, you mean to tell me you didn't plan for any emergencies? But then again, we should have known this, y'all. Just looking at how FEMA works during a disaster, we should have known the country was never prepared for anything. That was very telling in itself. So, so you hear they're just talking about Putin and the war in Ukraine, and Putin, I guess, making threats. So they feel this is the time to do this. And you know how people are in this country. For some, it will cause a panic. They will be scared of some sort of attack on America. And just know you will have to make your own plan. At the end of the day, you'll have to make your own plan. These folks, look at what they absolutely can't do. They can't even protect your children while they're in school, without somebody coming in the building and spraying bullets all over the place. So if they can't even control something that small scale, because that is small scale in comparison to a nuclear attack, what makes you think they can handle this? They can't. You'd be on your own. So, my thing is make your own plan, because this government can't and won't do a thing for you. That's my advice. My advice is also stay prayed up with the Most High. That will get you through way better than this government ever will. But y'all, please just tell me what you think in the comment section about this. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.